Hello, my lovely Tauruses. I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I will be doing your December general reading today. Keep in mind that time is fluid, so whenever you watch this, it could resonate with you, especially if you're not watching it in December. Also, this is a general reading. It might not apply to every single one of you. More than likely, it won't. If you'd like a personal reading so I can pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email's in the box below. I will gladly give you that information. It's on the community tab as well as my website. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Also, I picked a family in need this holiday season to help them. So if anyone makes any donations to my channel, please go to my PayPal and put in holiday donation, and you will be entered into a drawing to win a free reading after the holidays with me. I've got a couple people in my bucket, so all donations are much appreciated. Anyways, let's dive right in. So the first thing that popped in my head before I even say anything is pregnancy. So I don't know how many of you have been getting busy, whether it's with the one you love or the one you were loving in the moment. But I do feel that for some of you, you're just finding out you're pregnant, or you're going to be finding out. I just heard New Year, so you might be finding out after the New Year. If you do not want to get pregnant, just use precautions. The holidays, you get a little boozed up. You tend to forget about protection, Just be careful with that if you don't want children. Or if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want children, because that was so prominent. It was almost like spirit just screamed pregnancy. So, some of you could already be pregnant. You know that you're pregnant. You're excited about it. Congratulations if you are. And just for some of you, you have children. But I just wanted to point that out. So, our overall energy is children. Love. I can't friggin' talk or read. I totally screwed up my intro with you guys, and now I can't even read the card. So I feel like somebody is just a clusterfuck today. Like, I don't know, just, you got a lot on your mind. Are you worried about a situation? Are you worried about love? Are you worried about just anything? The holidays, maybe, your finances, something, because I'm just like, So your love life is being affected by children, which could go with the whole pregnancy thing that I saw, or heard, I should say, because it was kind of screamed at me. And then we got very soon. Clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. For some of you, you're going to need to clearly decide if you want to have children or if you don't, because you might be connecting with somebody who has children, and if you don't want children, that could be a problem. Or if you have children and they don't want children, you kind of need to air it all out. Like, get everything, communicate and get everything out in the open so that you know what you're investing in, What are you doing? What are you doing? I have my sister's dog in my room, sorry. She's like sniffing everything. What are you doing? Anyways, you're going to distract the crap out of me and pull my cord. Go lay down. Good girl. Okay. So, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, just figure out what you really want and discuss it with your partner or this person. I mean, if it's your first date, then obviously don't discuss that, but that's a little awkward. You know what I'm saying. Just make sure things, you clearly decide what you want and you let that person know as well, so that you both can be on the same page, is pretty much what I was getting at. Anyways, I kind of had a feeling the second I started recording, Minnie was gonna start walking around the room. Getting into things. She's a good dog, though. Anyway, so children. Why is children here for Taurus, please? For some of you, this could have to do with divorce as well. Custody issues, where the children are going to live, so which parent has primary custody. A lot of decisions are going to be made very clearly with that, either by the courts or between you and your ex-person. Hopefully it goes in your favor. I don't really see anything beyond that, but I do feel like somebody out there could be dealing with custody issues that will be resolved after the new year, because that's what I heard. The Empress reversed. That's kind of not wanting children. In a sense. I mean, because she's a motherly figure, and she's not a nurturer or anything in the reverse. So this is... some of you could have had a rough upbringing, and you almost don't want to repeat history, so you don't... It's like, you know, I wasn't raised right, so I don't want to instill that type of upbringing on somebody else. Like, I don't want to bring a child into the world. I'm not ready, you know, and there's nothing wrong with not being ready or not wanting to have children. I know that society says otherwise, but it's your life, your body, your choice. You do what you want. But this could even be somebody that's like, I don't even want to take care of somebody else's children. Like, I'm not a mother. I was not born to be a mother. Because this is feminine energy. I mean, it could be a male who's vibing in their feminine energy that just doesn't want to be a parent, doesn't want to be a father figure. But I'm seeing this as a female, someone who does not want to bear children of their own, especially, and they're kind of on the fence with dating somebody who has children already. So that could be a deciding factor of whether or not somebody's going to move forward in a relationship or not. So let's see, what is very soon here? Seven of Wands. Somebody's defensive. Somebody's standing up for their point of view. So I feel like, yeah, the cat's coming out of the bag. Someone's going to actually stand up and say, I'm not the motherly type. I'm not the fatherly type. I don't want children. And if this conversation happens after you tell your person that you're pregnant by them, especially if you're a female, you know, telling your man that, and then they tell you this, conversation a little too late. You know what I mean? So it's always nice to have that conversation up front, but I feel like if that is the case, you will stand your ground and you will tell them, you know, how it's going to be and what your choice is and blah, 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 and move on from there. I don't really like getting into the nitty gritty of, you know, the choices that can be made because it's a touchy subject. So use your imagination. If you're in that situation, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I feel like someone's going to stand up for themselves and for what they want, and they're not going to back down. And it's revolving around children. So in that divorce scenario, if you are the mother, especially the feminine energy, you're going to protect your children until the cows come home. It's like, no, I'm standing my ground. This is the way it's going to be, kind of thing. So I feel some Taurus is really coming into their power and deciding, this is what I want, end of story. Like, I don't care what you want. This is my life. I am in charge of me and my life, not you. So someone's standing up for themselves, which is not a bad thing. So mutual energy between you and the person you're thinking of. Usually it's whoever you're watching this video for. It could be an ex, past person, whatever. Everybody's different, so whatever it means to you. Mutual energy is the Green Man reversed, which is like the Fool. So somebody is, I just heard, not taking risks, which is, or calculated risks. So you're not being risky. No risky behavior. I almost feel like you're dealing with somebody, at least for somebody out there, you're dealing with somebody who tends to not really think things through or take responsibility for their actions. So, for example, if they had unprotected sex and knocked somebody up, they would probably walk away because they don't feel that they're responsible for a one-night mistake kind of thing. If you're dealing with someone with that mentality, for one, they're not mature enough for a solid commitment, and two, leave. I mean, that's not cool at all. If you are old enough and mature enough to be sexually active, you are old enough and mature enough to take on the responsibilities of your actions. Just saying. So if you don't feel like you're mature enough for that, don't fuck anybody. Anyways, I'm done reprimanding. I just feel like something isn't getting off the ground, something isn't moving forward. There's stagnancy here. So let's see. Why is Knight of Swords reversed? No communication. So if this is between you and an ex, or hell, even a new person, the relationship isn't getting off the ground. They could have found out you have children, or you could have found out they have children. That could be the hang up. I really feel something around children for some reason. But regardless of whatever the hang up is, there's blocked communication between you and this person that you're thinking of, that you want to be with, or that wants to be with you. And I really feel like it has to do with kids. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't even feel any communication. I feel like zip. Not bad communication, just none. It's almost like one day everything's going great, and then the next, whoa, where the fuck did you go? Like, that's kind of what I feel here. So your energy, Taurus, with or without this person, just you in general, is the Earth Mother, which is the Empress. We have her twice. Now she's in the upright, and this is representing you. She is a mother. She's very nurturing. She's motherly. You could very well be pregnant. Oh my goodness. But if you're not, I feel like you're taking care of yourself and doing what's necessary in your environment. So like with work, with your children, if you have any, just with your health in general, you're just taking care of you. You're stepping up, you're bossing up, I should say, and doing whatever needs to be done, basically, to maintain your household. Somebody messaged me. Hold on. So for some of you, this is babyland, and for others of you, this is just you, not just maturing, but I'm not saying that you didn't take care of yourself in the past, but a lot of times, mothers, for example, they put their children first. So, their underwear gets holey, their bras get worn out. They don't replace them because they need to buy something for the children or the household or pay a bill or something. So you end up neglecting your own needs, whether they're emotional or physical or whatever, just because you're nurturing and protecting your children and your household, your family, basically. So I feel like even if you don't have children, you're just anytime in the past when you neglected yourself in that way to pay your bills or to do whatever you needed to do on your daily grind, now you're taking the time to pamper yourself, to build your confidence up. Some of you could be getting your nails done, your hair done, going on a diet, getting a new wardrobe, shit like that. You're doing things to build your confidence and to build your self-esteem and to take care of you for a change. So I see that as well, especially if there's no children in the picture. And even if there are, I see that too. It's like, it's mom's turn, Mama needs a break. She's going to the spa. You know what I mean? All right. Six of Swords reversed. This is not moving on to calmer water. So for those of you who found out you're pregnant, it's stressing you out. You don't know how to move forward. A decision has been made by another party, more than likely. So I feel like that's why you're trying to pamper yourself, whether you're pregnant or not, whether you're a mother or not. It's because you have a lot going on. You've been stressed out over love, life, and everything else. And it's you. It's your time. It's like, okay, I need to do something for myself because I'm going to go fucking insane if I don't, kind of thing. And I feel like for a lot of you, when it comes to relationships, whether you dated this person or not, whoever's on the other side of this, you're still hung up on them. You still think about them. You still want this person either back into your life or you want to date them. Could have been a long-standing friendship that you always wanted it to be something more to advance to the next level, and it just hasn't. You haven't moved past those feelings, even though there's no communication and it's not getting off the ground. You still have these thoughts and feelings, and maybe you're trying to pamper yourself and glam up, I guess, so that this person notices you. Like, yeah, I still got it, like, you know, that kind of thing. But mentally, you're definitely not moving on from the situation. Something's got you in your head, stressed out. You're keeping it. So this other person is the Queen of Athames, which is the Queen of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I see her as Libra. This is honest communication. She also, if she's pissed, usually in the reverse, you know, she can be nasty with her words, but regardless of how she says it, okay, regardless of what she says, she's always honest, but she will cut you if you lie to her. So, I feel like this person has some things that they want to say to you. I just heard apology. So, the person you're connecting to might want to apologize for whatever this is that you're carrying around. If it's about not wanting children and being upset that you're pregnant, that's a good thing to apologize for, just saying. Maybe they had to think about it and they just handled it wrong. I don't know your life. But this person has some truth that they want to speak. They want to talk. And I almost feel like they want you to speak first. But I don't think you will. Because the Empress does not bow down to anybody. So I feel like you're just going to flaunt yourself until this person cracks. And it's kind of funny that I'm even saying that, because Taurus, you don't do that. You're not about glitz and glam and being the center of attention. I mean, some of you can be, but as an earth sign, that's normally not how you are. So you must really want the attention of this person to even think about doing that. So it's showing some effort on your part. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to work. They want to work on this with you. They just don't know how to tell you. I feel like they might have shot you down in the past, and that's what got you doing what you're doing now in this space. But they want to tell you that they want to work on this, that they want to grow with you, because Eight of Pentacles is about expansion and growth and doing things over time. Like, you know, I've done this in my life, that, blah, blah, I've worked to this, now I need this, I need that last pentacle. So I think that they want to come forward and tell you how they feel about you, that they want to work on this. Some of them might be a little bit of a chicken shit because of the past, but we'll see. And then your feelings about them, Taurus, is the Oak King, which is like the Hangman. So it's feeling stuck. So you're doing what you can, and I feel like it has a lot to do with this, you know, what happened in the past, words that were said, whatever. You're hung up on them. You don't want to date anybody else. I mean, you probably would, but a serious commitment, you think of this person. It's just, there's always one person you go to, and it's this person. You feel stuck. You don't know. I keep looking at the infinity sign that he's drawing, and it's like, it's a cycle that keeps repeating with this person, and you're running out of options. Like, what do? I don't know how to get this to progress any further, you know? I feel like you've already told this person how you feel, and they kind of shut you down. Yeah. With the star reverse, they definitely did. They shut you down. So you're trying to heal from this situation, trying to move past it, but I don't feel like you're moving on with anybody else because you still want this person. I feel like this is a last-ditch effort at this. So if this person doesn't come in and actually speak their truth, you're probably out the door after that. That's what I would say, because this is a need for healing. It's almost like you're just kind of hanging out, thinking things through, working on yourself. It's like, if this person doesn't want to be with me, doesn't want anything to do with me, doesn't want to date me, then, you know, I'm going to do whatever I can to make myself feel better, kind of thing, is what I feel. Oh, yeah, you definitely known this person for a long time. With Six of Cups. The bottom of the... Oh, And then the Eight of Cups reversed. Someone's coming back from the past. It's this person. Because they were stressing out about you, about commitment. And now they're no longer stressing out about commitment. This person wants to level up. Fuck you. Okay, if they come in with an offer of a relationship or commitment of any kind, make sure you have the baby talk. Do they want kids? Can you have kids? Is it something that you would want with this person? If they don't want kids, is it okay that you have a child? You know, whatever the situation is, just make sure you have that adult conversation with this person, because there is an issue surrounding children for some reason. Could be baby mama drama too. Because that's always a problem, especially with that divorce scenario I said. And even if you didn't get divorced, if it's just a breakup and you're not with, you know, the father of your children, mother of your children, whatever, you could be having some drama on the forefront with that. Like, I don't want my kid around that person, you know, that blah, blah, blah bullshit shit. Shit. So how they feel about you is the Lord of Shadows, which is the Death card. Could represent Scorpio. Are you out there? Alright, I gotta pause it. My sister's here. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I know it feels like a second, but anyways. Is my microphone on? Yep. So, their feelings about you, like I said, is the Lord of Shadows, or the Death card. And that's all about endings, new beginnings, transformations. So I feel like their feelings are transforming. They might have friend zoned you or something in the past, and now, I don't know if it's the last time you hung out with this person, if you remain friends, or what the situation is, but they're viewing you in a different light now. And it's before you even went through this and, you know, glitzing and glamming your stuff up. It was before that. I feel like this is after the fact, to gain their attention, because you thought maybe the last encounter would work, but in your mind it didn't, but it actually did, because whatever conversation or meeting you had with this person, whatever was said, it's making them view you in a different light, in a loving light. So their feelings are transforming, which is really great. In the divorce scenario, or if you're in a high-level commitment and you're no longer with them and you're dealing with custody issues and child support and all that bullshit, their view on you is changing. So if they were telling the world that you're a piss poor mother, or bitching about you because they've got to pay for their kid, or, you know, whatever the hell the circumstance is, because some people say some really nasty stuff, whether it's true or not, they're seeing you in a different light. They're actually seeing that you are a good parent. So I'm going to say parent, because it could be a mother or a father. I'm reading energy, not gender. But so they're viewing you in that different light, and they're more accepting of the children being with you, or they understand why you need the child support, or whatever. They're seeing it totally different, because they're seeing changes, positive changes in their children as well. So there's that too. Let's see. And for some of you who are partnered up or with somebody who didn't want a baby initially, and it was a whole big fiasco, I feel like they're changing their mind and coming around. I don't know how much time has passed, and I don't know if you'll forgive them for that, but I feel like there's been a change of heart. So no matter what the situation is, this person is looking at you differently. So can I get one for the Lord of Shadows, please? I just heard life is too short. It's almost like life is too short to care about trivial shit. It's like, what's really important? Maybe steps. Somebody might have went through a rehab program and they're doing steps. I don't know. Isn't one of the steps, I don't know what they are. I've never been to rehab, but isn't one of the steps like forgiveness or asking for forgiveness or something from the people you hurt, something like that. I feel like somebody is on the step program or something. I just heard that. So they might be coming around because they're no longer under the influence of whatever they were doing. And they're realizing how much they hurt you or the children or just the people around them in general. 9 of Pentacles reversed. This is relationship land. So yeah, this person is viewing you as a possible suitor now. Their feelings are changing. They don't want you to be single. They want to put a ring on it. That's pretty good though. If you are dating somebody else and this person comes along and then, you know, has this change of heart, this fucking epiphany out of nowhere, and you're like, really? Where were you like 2 months ago kind of thing? They're going to have every excuse under the sun. I mean, and that might make you feel stuck, like I really want to work on this. I would like to be in a relationship, but, you know, I'm pregnant, or I'm with the father of my children, or mother of my children, or I just started dating somebody new because you took too fucking long, something like that. Like, for some of you, that might be the case. And it's upsetting because you're thinking about all the times you made the effort towards this person, and now here they come trotting along, making the effort towards you, and the timing is so not right. So you're standing up for yourself. So that could be the very soon too, them coming in with this information and wanting to communicate honestly with you, and you're like, what the fuck now? Some of you are going to be very excited about this news because you still are single, and yeah, you do want to be with this person. But some of you are going to be in a little bit of a dilemma because you've already chosen somebody else. So the overall outcome between you and this person at this time in December, or within a month's time of watching this, is the Sun card reversed. I mean, it is the happiest card in the deck, and when it's in the reverse, it's not as pleasant as when it's in the upright, obviously. But this is not fully having clarity. I just heard why. Why now? Why? What changed your mind? Why? So I feel like this is something you would say to the other person, Taurus, like, what made you change your mind after all this time, after all my efforts? Is it because I lost 20 pounds? Did you think I was fat before? Like, not saying that's the case, but it's something along those lines. Like, it's going to confuse you, and you're going to want more information, pretty much. That's why I heard why. So you're going to be questioning it, like, is there an ulterior motive? Did you run out of options? You know what I mean? I think that's insecurity talking, but I kind of get a sense that that's what someone's going to say, like, why now? Why the change of heart? 7 of Pentacles reversed, because they're sick of waiting. They don't want to wait anymore, but ultimately this is you. Why now? I waited forever. The second I stop waiting, here you come. Why? Why? That's what I feel with this, 110%. It's like, do you really want to invest with me? Do you really want to put the time, energy, and effort into this relationship? Are you going to stick around? You know, did your mind change? Do you still want children? Because I have a child or children, or I want a baby someday. Do you? And if they can't answer that question, it's like, I'm done waiting. My biological clock is ticking, and fucking A, I want another kid kind of thing. Or a kid, period. I feel like there's going to be a hang-up around children. If you can't give me the baby I want, the family I want, the dynamic I want, I'm out. This is also Cancerian energy. And for some of you, it's exactly what I said. The whole why now. I'm with somebody else. I already made the choice to move on because I was done waiting. Like, that's exactly what this is saying. I was so unhappy without you. I waited for so long. I'm done. I give up waiting. I made the decision to move on with this person, or just to move on with my life in general, and now here you come. So I kind of feel a little bit of regret with that. Like, maybe I should have hung on a little bit longer. But at the same token, this person did make you wait pretty much in vain. Like, yeah, they're here now, but the mutual energy between you is still zero communication and not moving forward. So it kind of makes me wonder why they're coming back now. What happened? So I'm just as curious as you are. I feel like children have a big role in this whole situation. It's someone you really pined over too, Taurus. It's someone that you love. You were in love with this person, whether you dated them or not. And I feel like you told this person that you've waited for them. And then they just took way too much longer after that, left you hanging. And now their feelings change. And you're like, what? This doesn't make any fucking sense. I'll get you some advice too, because this was kind of a... I mean, for some of you, you might decide to move forward with this person. Like, yes, I've waited long enough. Let's go for it. Especially if you guys are on the same page, you both want the same things, you know, whatever that may be, whether it's children or no children kind of thing, marriage or no marriage. If you're in that place when this person's feelings change and they want to move forward with you, you're going to move forward with them. I feel like you would. The potential is definitely there. But for the majority of you, I feel like it's, you know, you're, what is it, $1 short and a day late, something like that. What advice do you have for my Tauruses, especially ones who are going through this? Pay attention to your dreams. I feel like your spirit guides and ancestors could be talking to you, sending you symbols, just messages, almost giving you a heads up on this, on what direction to choose, on what's going on. I just heard if you are a drinker, like even if it's just socially, make sure you take a pregnancy test before the holidays, especially if you've been sexually active and there's even the smallest inclination that you could be pregnant. Make sure. Lean on God and the angels for support. This is going to be a very difficult situation for you because this is somebody that I feel you have pined over for a while. This is somebody that you missed, that you wanted. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation, which is what I think you're going to do. I feel like you're going to be very conflicted over this. It's going to be one of the hardest decisions that you're ever going to have to make. But they snooze, they lose. You know, you can't rearrange your life and change everything that's going on with you, your family, your situation, just because somebody finally has a change of heart. You know, I feel like this has been a long time coming, you know. It's basically saying stand your ground. I mean, do whatever you feel is right, but I kind of get a sense that this person, if you did accept this offer, I don't feel like you guys are on the same page. I feel like it wouldn't last. Even though they want to work on it with you, they don't want to be with anybody else, blah, 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 whatever they say. Yes, I'll decide to have children with you. They're going to say whatever is going to make you happy and make you say yes. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this person's a bad person because I don't feel that. I just feel that they tend to be kind of selfish with their motives. It's about them. So make sure you make it about you. Be that empress. Boss up and tell them how it is. And if they don't like it, they'll leave. And if they can handle it, then you have your answer and you can move forward with them. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But that is what I have for you, my loves. If this resonated even a little bit, or even if it didn't, like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more apt I am to pick up on your energy. Check me out on Patreon. Hit me up for a personal. I do have openings. I love reading for you guys, and I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you have a blessed holiday season, and I will be talking to you soon, okay?